Hello, Internet. Hi, I'm Matt Haas. All right. Even I have tech issues. Yes, it's true. Matt, aren't you a technology expert? Well, yes, I am. Why do you have tech issues? Because I do. Everybody does. Here's what happened. My iPad has an app that senses the key presses of my piano, and it teaches me how to play piano, and it has all kinds of sheet music and songs and stuff like that. It's one of the things I get enjoyment out of in life. So I love the app. It's not cheap, and I just had to pay for it because you have to pay for it once a year, and it's a big bill. But anyway, it wasn't working. And I noticed when this app got some updates to it, it stopped sensing the piano, and you would have to kind of close the app and then relaunch the app, and then it would sense that the piano was connected. Well, lately it's been getting worse. And there's even been people complaining about it. And through various app updates, it's been getting better. So I'm like, okay, it's trending up. They're figuring out what's different with the new iPad OS 15.1 or whatever it is, blah, blah, blah. And then it just wouldn't work. Like, it was not working at all. So what did I do? I restarted the app. Didn't connect. Restarted the app a second time. Didn't connect. I restarted the iPad itself. Shut the iPad down. Launched it. Launched the app. Nothing. So then I'm like, okay, well, maybe does the app need updated? Hi, Floyd. I'm going over my troubleshooting process here, and it's a fun story. So I'm like, okay, well, I checked that the app was just updated 2 days ago, and it's the latest version. I'm like, okay, well, maybe the iPad needs updated. So I found that there was iOS 15.1.2 or something. I'm like, okay, I'll update to that. So I got that all updated. Still wasn't connecting. I'm like, what could it be? I'm like, maybe the piano has firmware that needs updated. And it doesn't. You know, it's just out of the box. It is the way it is. It's going to stay the way it is forever. There's nothing you can do with it. There's Yamaha apps you can have to sense the MIDI stuff, but the actual software on the device itself, you can't update it. What is going on? Here it wasn't plugged in. In fairness, there was a USB connected to the iPad, and there was USB connected to the piano. But what I had done a few days before is I took the USB and connected it to the computer, and I connected another cable. Basically, although I could visually see the ports were connected, it wasn't connected to the computer. So but this just goes to show you my mindset of troubleshooting tech issues. And I like to help people. You know, I'm a former teacher. If not, hey, I'm a former teacher. I love to educate, and I love to solve problems, and I love helping people figure stuff out. So sometimes people will connect with me about tech issues, and I'll help them. And some people, I can just tell, they don't have my same mindset. There was one graphic design issue where they're like, I can't use Photoshop to do this, and I don't know how to do it in Canva. And I'm like, well, okay. Here what the problem was is they were trying to add type over a photo. Okay, that's pretty common, but the person was struggling. And or it was type over a design. It was some sort of graphic design, and it wasn't working. And so they were trying to use something. I was like, why isn't it working? I don't know. It just doesn't work. I'm like, well, hold on a second. I'm like, do you have the latest version of Photoshop? I'm like, well, it's just not working, Matt. It's just not working. I need to figure out another solution. I'm like, hold on. Here what it was is the type was working, but it was white type on a white background. And to that person, it was like, Photoshop's not working. I'm moving on to something else. That is not how I troubleshoot something. When there's a tech issue, and believe me, there's a lot of tech here. I mean, look at all this crap. When I have a tech issue, It's a personal mission. In my mind, I'm like, oh, no, you didn't. And I'm also thinking like, you're not going to get this over on me. And I'll be like, I am going to win this fight. And then it's just a relentless pursuit to root out the problem and solve the issue. And I will not stop when there's a tech issue because, you pay a lot for software, you pay a lot for this equipment, and I'll be darned if it's not going to perform. I use the stuff that I own, and I use it hard. The stuff I own has to perform, and I'm not taking any of that nonsense. Sometimes I think you paint yourself into a corner because you're attacking it from a different level, and I think the amount of knowledge you have on a subject can be a detriment. Big kid toys, that's what the wife says. And it's Marilyn here with her purple hearts, orange stars, green clovers, blue diamonds. Hi, Marilyn. Always good to see you. So I just thought I'd share that that words of wisdom and just the process of me troubleshooting something. And, sometimes it's like, what was it? A Family Guy where there's a phone call, and on the other end of the phone call is someone trying to set up the VCR, and you can only hear one side of the phone call, and it's like, well, what does the display say? Is it plugged in? Wait, pause. We'll plug it in. It's like, sometimes you gotta go back to the basis. But again, there was a USB connected to the piano. There was USB connected to the iPad. It just wasn't the same cable. The cable was going somewhere else. You have to connect stuff for stuff to talk to each other. So that's the root of the story. If you want device A to talk to device B, you have to connect them. All right, I'm leaving it here. Have fun with your tech troubleshooting. If I can help you, hey, let me know. I can't solve every issue, but I do have a lot of knowledge on this stuff, and I'm happy to share. I was in charge of an office and did the tech troubleshooting for that. Printers. Printers are the worst. Printers have scarred me for life. That's the only device that will work and then for some reason just stop working with no explanation. I hate printers. All right, gotta go. Love you all. Bye.